Hey everyone, welcome to the Therapy Minute. I know we've been running a little segment on holiday stress, but I wanted to take a little pause in that to talk about something very important that's been coming up a lot with my clients. And I think it's something that a lot of people don't know about. So I wanted to share with you in case it can help any of you out there. And then we will go back to the holiday stress. So let's talk about this connection that everybody knows exists between childhood abuse and shame and guilt. Okay, everybody can logically say that if a child was abused, it was not their fault. It was not because of them. They didn't do anything wrong. It's not their fault. They're not to blame for the abuse that they received. But why is it that so many people that have struggled, that have been through that traumatic experience of childhood abuse, why do they feel such an immense sense of shame and guilt in childhood and all throughout adulthood if they don't address it and fix it, right? So let's talk about that connection over there and how it is so deep rooted in their psyche. So even somebody that went through childhood experience as an adult can logically say, yes, I know, like, I didn't do anything wrong to get to experience that abuse. It wasn't my fault, but they don't feel it. They still feel like they were to blame. So let's understand that connection. Let's understand what's the phenomenon that's going on over there. And this is especially strong for people that experienced childhood abuse from a loved one, from a family member, somebody that very, very close to them. So let's understand what's happening over here. In childhood, we have this immense, like, undeniable urge to want to be loved and cared for and protected. Okay, it helps with survival, right? It's this undeniable urge that we have, and the adults, the people in our life that are supposed to be there to protect us and love us and care for us and take good care of us, make sure bad things don't happen to us. So when the important people in our life don't do those things, or maybe sometimes they do, but sometimes they also hurt us, it's incredibly confusing, and it causes this massive confusion in a child's brain. And all of this really comes back to and stems to issues of control. And if any of you are my clients, we talk about this all the time. So much in our life, root cause issue is this struggle with understanding control and always wanting to be in control. So what happens over here is, in your childhood brain, childhood mind, adults are supposed to keep me safe. Adults are supposed to protect me. What type of world is this if the adult, the person that's supposed to protect me and keep me safe, is harming me? That doesn't make sense. I don't want to live in a world that exists with those rules, because that means I have no sense of control. There's no right, there's no wrong, there's no control here. I can't control anything. It must be that I did something wrong to deserve this. Otherwise, this person that's supposed to love me and take care of me and protect me, otherwise they wouldn't have done something bad to me. So it helps them to feel like they have a sense of control. So many things were ripped away from them. A kid has absolutely zero sense of control when an adult is abusing them, right? But they want to feel like there's control. So if they have this, they think, okay, I cannot live in a world where there's no sense of right and wrong and anything can happen, and the person that's supposed to protect me is abusing me. So there must be another reason why this happened. I must be to blame. And if I'm to blame, that means I can control things, because if I just don't do whatever it was that I did, it won't happen to me again. It's this deep-seated desire for control. So that guilt and shame, because I must have done something wrong. If I don't do something wrong, if I figure out what it is I can do right next time, I'm going to be in control. I can prevent it from happening to me again. Versus this world of anarchy, that's the rules of the world that are supposed to, how the world is supposed to function, is not really happening here. So it is this deep-seated feeling of I must have done something wrong, because that makes them feel a little bit better, like they have a little bit more control. So these feelings of guilt and shame are so deep rooted. So even an adult that has been through childhood abuse and knows that it wasn't their fault still feels like it is, because of that deep sense and desire for control. So it's not so easy to just say, oh, but it wasn't your fault. There's a lot of work that goes involved in releasing that guilt and shame. So that's a whole separate video, but I just wanted to bring that out. I just wanted to share that with you guys because people, we don't understand what's the connection. Where does it come from? Where does it all stem from? So I just wanted to share that with you, and we will continue next time with our series of holiday stress. Take care. Bye.